What is up, guys? About to get into the video. Short ribs today.
2 years ago, I shared my red wine braised short rib recipe, and now they have over 40 million views. Season really well with some salt, and then dredge in flour on all sides and shake off any excess too. In a Dutch oven, heat some neutral oil and then sear these bad boys off on all sides just like this. Set to the side and throw in roughly chopped celery, carrots, and an onion. Let this off, throw in a whole head of garlic, and then crack open a bottle of wine. The whole bottle of red wine is going in for this recipe, and then a whole box of stock as well. I'm using beef bone broth here. A quarter cup peppercorns, a quarter cup brown sugar, and then some rosemary and thyme. Add those short ribs back in, cover with the lid, and then into the oven for 3 hours. Set those ribs to the side and then scoop out all the veg and peppercorns, then reduce the red wine gravy by half and finish off with a bit of cold butter.
Alright, guys, you know why we're here. She said 40 million views. That means this has to be delicious. Because, like the GOAT says, more views, better food. Point blank, period. So, we're doing short ribs today. Pretty simple. Salt, flour. I said flour, salt, pepper. And then you do the flour after all that. Part of the language. I'm going to have to bleep that out. You just can hear bleep. But whatever. Here's the flour. Everyone having a good day today? I don't know why I just jumped from topic like this, but I can't help it. It's just something I do. Hope you guys are having a good day, having a nice day. I ended up spending a nice little bag on my dog today. She's a little old lady though, but anything to keep her feeling good, feeling young. My little 12-year-old lady, she'll be 12 this year. Had her for pretty much my whole entire adult life. While on the subject of my lady, that's why I call my dog. She's my lady. Are you a dog or cat person? Comment down below. Let me know. I feel like I know more dog people though. All right, when you get done doing this, well, not when you get done, but while you're doing this, I heated up a pan, put some olive oil on it. As you see right here, it's already hot. It's already ready to go. Put it on. Make sure the meat is sizzling. If you're into that type of thing, not everybody's into it. I like my meat. I don't know where I'm going with. I'm gonna stop. And like she said, we're about to cook it on all sides and make it look all delicious and seared, not caramelized. I don't know why I said caramelized, but it's gonna look all seared and nice, like she told us to make it look. Because we're doing what she told us to do, outside of a couple things, which you'll see. But I'm doing everything. 40 million views. It has to taste good. The GOAT told us more views, better food. He isn't lying to us, right? No way he would lie to us. It's the GOAT. It's the GOAT. So now you're going to add all your veggies. I like to call these ops. I hate onions. But I put onions in recipes because people it does make things taste different. But I also hate when I just get like a solo onion and I can't stand it. But here the veggies, sear them up, get all the good stuff off the bottom of it, scrape it up. I'm going to end up having to switch it into a pot because, as you can see, this really isn't that big. And I forgot that this one doesn't have a lid, and I kind of need a lid. I don't have no cool Dutch oven like she got, so we're just using classic pots and pans over here, brother, or sister. P.S. I also don't have, whole garlic cloves, so I kind of just, cut individual garlics in half, and it's the same thing, right? Oh yeah, I forgot to say I'm only doing half the recipe because it's just me and my wife gonna be eating this, so I didn't make a whole lot. So it's literally everything she did, but cut in half. And here I use chicken broth instead of beef broth because I'm not like a huge roasty beef type person either. You'll come to find out, ain't really bleeped again right there. But yeah, I don't. So I just did chicken bouillon, added 2 cups of water because it asked for 4 cups of beef bouillon. Of beef stock. So I kind of just did it this way. It does come back and bite me my ass, but not because of the flavor, but because as you're about to see in about 30 seconds, it looks like straight dookie water. Straight, you can already see. You can see it changing colors right now. It's getting all foggy. So I kind of wish I didn't do it, but I had to change it up, make it kind of way I like, because, like I said, I'm not the huge roasty person, and I already kind of felt like where this was going. I'm also not a huge wine glaze person. I'm just making this because she said 40 million views, which equals good food. That's all I'm doing. So I'm going to see if it's right. So here we go. Poo-poo water's about to pop up here any second. I just ended up boiling everything instead of putting it in the oven because yeah, I don't have a Dutch stuff like she said she got. I don't got cool stuff like that. So we just did it the regular way. If you do it this way, ain't nothing wrong with it. We we don't need Dutch ovens. We just cook like regular folk over here. You know what I mean? Also, to reiterate that I'm poor, I did use dried thyme and dried rosemary. I don't got money for the fresh stuff. It's all dried and preservatives over here. If you know, you know, right? It's a judgment free zone over here. All right, I got my meat submerged in the wet liquid. I'm getting sidetracked again. Got my meat in there. I'm gonna throw the lid on it, and I'm just gonna let it come to a boil and simmer. That's all I'm gonna do. I think this is about 45 minutes in. It still got some red to it, but that sewer water finna come out. It's about to come out. You guys are gonna see it. This was about an hour and a half in, falling off the bone. Looks good. Pulling the meat out, like the barbecue pit guy saying, fall off the bone. I don't know if you guys watch them. I don't really watch them. I just see stuff pop up, and I love food, so I watch food. That's kind of how food goes in my life. I mean, life goes in my food. Okay, I don't know where I was going with that sentence. Well, I'm getting all the veggies and stuff out. You can see my nice little sewer pool going on, looking nice, looking very sewery. It's at least the color of gravy. Like it didn't do nothing crazy. I let it simmer down and let it boil down, get nice and thick. That took about like 20 minutes, I think. You can see where it started and where it went down. I'm not about to do the markings, but we could see where it started and went down. Add a little bit of cold butter, like she said. I think I just did like a tablespoon, maybe a tablespoon and a half. Mix it in, get it all good and right. One thing I will say, I thought this was gonna be like a way harder recipe. I don't know why I thought it was gonna be a way harder recipe, but I thought it was gonna be a way harder recipe. But it actually what ended up being pretty simple. Something I'll probably end up making for the family or something in the future because it's something different. Like especially where I'm from, we don't really have a lot of stuff like this around. Just from a little podunk town, we got McDonald's and the regular stuff and some Mexican restaurants, but we don't really have a lot of outside the box stuff like this. And to you guys, this isn't really outside the box, but for me, this is outside the box. I think I've had a wine glaze type thing one time, and that was at a cheesecake factory. So it was a shot in the dark, and I think I did good for the first time. It did come out looking like sewer water, but we live and we improve. So far, so good. That's all that matters. So far, so good. But here it goes. It did ended up a little bit liquidy, but it does still have some thickness to it. All right, let's give it a try. See how it goes. I swear it's fall off the bone. It's not as tough as I'm making it look, but it's hot. So I'm trying not to burn myself, but I also want to get a nice bite. Here we go. I got it. A little bit of something, something. Like I said, I'm not a huge roast type beef person, so we'll see how this goes. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty good. Like I think the chicken broth was a good thing because it wasn't so beefy, but I'd make this for the fam for sure. Have a good one. Thank you guys.